I found out that I'd become the target of AI-generated deepfake videos.
My grandma fell for a Google VO3 scam, and it cost her $50,000.
A new era of tax evasion is here. Photorealistic receipt from an English pizza restaurant. Bam! It's done.
There's something in the water that's making frogs a certain way.
Yeah, Slay Queen.
I'm Kalai. I was literally prompted to show up and glow up your feed.
This is Dana Brooks reporting live from Ocean View Beach. Just kidding. I'm not real.
You can't trust what you see anymore. AI deepfakes are selling fake medical treatments, brands are replacing humans with AI models, and every day it's becoming harder to distinguish real from fake.
An investigation is underway this morning into how AI was used to impersonate Secretary of State Marco Rubio and who's responsible for it. The State Department alerting U.S. diplomats in an internal memo obtained by NBC News, saying the alleged AI Rubio imposter contacted at least 5 high-level government officials, including 3 foreign ministers, a U.S. governor, and a member of Congress.
This is so concerning when people are using deepfakes of people in the government to contact other government officials. Current wars are being fought with misinformation. Because of AI, war looks very different. Whereas previously we lined up in a field to go to war, now it's not like that. Technology, AI, misinformation, doing things like this with the deepfakes are how wars are being fought. It's just scary to think about that we already have so many conflicts going on, and now we have to worry about deepfakes and AI escalating those conflicts. People are generating these videos where these monuments around the world have some type of tragic event going on, and a lot of people watch these clips trying to figure out, is this real or not? They get a lot of views, they get a lot of comments, and this just encourages people to continue generating this content. The start of the caption also reads as if this was a real event. Latest news, Barcelona's Familia engulfed in flames in an event that marks a critical chapter in its 142 years of construction. Why make this? It's like the evolution of clickbait, rage bait. We now have scare bait.
So I get a phone call. My daughter's on the other line. She's crying. She says, "Mom, I've been in a horrible car accident and I'm at the ER right now and they won't give me any treatment because they won't accept my insurance or something. And someone from the hospital is going to call you." I get a phone call and the caller ID says the hospital name. The hospital associate says that they can't accept her insurance and they can't give her life-saving treatment until they have some type of payment on record for her. I can't use a credit card, so I need to wire money and they're just going to hold it as a deposit, and I'll be able to dispute this very easily with my insurance carrier.
Scammers are using caller ID spoofing, where essentially they use a software that hides their real phone number and they can select what they want their phone number to appear as. These scammers can choose, say, your mom's phone number or say a brother's phone number, and when they call you, your phone cannot distinguish that anything weird is happening. And so your phone still displays whatever contact information, image, whatever you've saved for her contact, it shows up as if it's really her calling you. Now, this is not new. It's been around for a while, but scammers are now combining caller ID spoofing, and when you answer the phone thinking it's your mom, they have AI generated her voice. So you believe it's her. And they're creating this urgency and this like life-threatening situation so that you will believe, you won't question. Logic goes out the window because you're terrified for your loved one. And once they have people believing that they really have the loved one on the phone, they are asking them to send money. If you're unsure if it's really your loved one or not, just hang up and call them back. Or they're also recommending people have a safe word with their loved ones in case this happens. So if you receive a weird call, you can ask for that safe word, and if they can't give it to you, then you know it's an AI generated voice. Please see this. Someone is using your image for AI videos. Did you know your image is being used to promote products on IG? Just saw an ad with your face and body, but not your voice, so I figured it was AI.
Last week, I received hundreds of DMs from friends and followers saying they saw a video of me in an ad, only it wasn't me. What they were seeing was an AI deepfake of an ad with my face but a different voice, selling supplements that I've never used and wouldn't endorse as a medical professional. It was honestly very eerie and a little terrifying. But here's the part that should scare us all. Right now, there's a new Republican-led bill called the Big Beautiful Bill that's moving through Congress.
This is a doctor on TikTok. He has 782,000 followers, and I guess bad actors or maybe even companies are taking his likeness and using it to try and sell products. That is so scary and could really hurt his image and his career as a doctor, right? And not only that, it's fooling people into buying these products that they think he endorsed or just a doctor in general has endorsed. This is horrible. He goes on to reference how the Big Beautiful Bill had a ban on states regulating AI for the next 10 years, but that was actually removed before the bill was passed. So while states can regulate AI now, the question is, will they? We already see multiple governors allowing AI companies to come into the state and build data centers. Texas, Virginia, Indiana, Georgia, the list goes on at this point. The governors of these states may believe that data centers will create jobs, but we've known long before AI took off that that just wasn't the case. They do not produce that many jobs.
Fake AI generated videos are tricking Australians into buying potentially harmful treatments for serious illnesses like diabetes. The Australian Medical Association is calling on the government to put a stop to the scams which mimic reputable health professionals, including doctors Norman Swan and Karen Phelps, to fool sick patients.
I don't know if these doctors are well known in Australia or not, but this is just so disturbing that people are taking doctors' likeness, their voice, their images, and generating some type of ad, whether it be an image or a video, to try and sell harmful products to people. The more I see how people use generative AI and how people are using like ChatGPT, and previous videos I've discussed these things, it's very, very concerning, and it's really leading me to believe that this was a massive mistake for society.
I am a puppet for anyone who can afford me.
How will you know who to trust?
Boomers will believe anything I say.
I will sell you everything.
Every business will use me. Evil will abuse me.
I can be whoever you want me to be.
I am as real.
This looks so real. The AI is getting better and better at generating video. It used to be bad at eyes, it was bad at hands. Those all look realistic. The caption mentions dead internet theory. This theory speculates that the majority of conversations online are happening with bots. And now with generative AI, it will become harder to know if we're actually talking to humans. This theory is often dismissed as conspiracy because it comes from anon users on 4chan. And to be fair, there are some conspiracy aspects to the theory, but I would actually argue that it coming from anon users actually makes it more credible. They are chronically online, no offense, but if you're chronically online, you would be able to notice when there's slight differences in the way people are interacting with you. There's also a lot of evidence pointing to the fact that the internet as we know it is dying, if not already dead. Google, Perplexity, OpenAI, they are all changing the way that we interact with the internet, and essentially it's taking it from an open web to a closed web. Maybe I should actually do a separate video on dead internet theory because it is fascinating. It's also sad because the internet used to be a fun place. Let me know if you would actually enjoy watching that type of video.
Okay, real talk for anyone that shops for crochet patterns on Etsy, please be careful. There are so many scams happening right now. It's honestly getting out of hand. I've personally had my own photos stolen by scammers who run them through AI to slightly change them just enough to try and pass them as their own. Then they take those photos, list them on Etsy along with the PDF pattern of mine that they've purchased and try to claim it as theirs. So as you can see on the left is my photos, the real pictures, and on the right are the photos that they asked AI to slightly change so they could try and claim my pattern as theirs. Also this one, you can see there are a lot of elements in the photo that are exactly the same to mine, like the wooden beam that they're sitting on, the weeds on the pavement, and the rock behind. It's honestly so wild that they are now doing this.
This makes me really sad for her because she has a really cute crocheted dinosaur. The beauty of handcrafted products is that they were created by a human. They take an idea from their mind and they produce something physical in the world and they share it with the rest of us. That to me is way more valuable than something a machine creates. we have items being mass produced by machines. And now with generative AI, we have all this mass produced content online. I mean, even graphic designers are being replaced by AI. It's just sad that everything is being created by machines now.
It finally happened, okay? You guys hear me yapping about AI stuff? You guys hear me yapping about thrifting? Those two things have finally intersected in the form of these godforsaken AI-generated crystal coffee mugs. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. And look, they try and pass it off like, we actually made these. This is clearly ice, not crystal, and this does not exist. So what happens when you order this? What actually comes when you try and order a crystal coffee mug? We finally have an answer because I just found not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 of these abominations thrifting. This is the result. You get something that is so ugly that the person who ordered it is like, immediately, no. Immediately, I'm just going to send it to the thrift because I can't bear to throw it out because I feel bad that I ordered it. Who knows what kind of chemicals are in this that you're getting on your skin and possibly in your mouth when you're drinking out of it? It's garbage. It's ugly. Like the AI generated stuff that is now turning into a business. This is a problem.
I just don't know how we prevent companies and brands from using generative AI to create these fake products. Clearly, this looks nothing like the AI generated video, and as she said, it probably does have chemicals in it. Generative AI is already bad for the environment, and now we see generative AI merging with our physical world where people are producing these products to make it look like AI that are just going to end up in a landfill because nobody wants it. I see a lot of comments encouraging people to stop using generative AI, and I understand that it comes from a good place, but it reminds me of recycling. The blame is often put on the people that we should recycle more and we shouldn't buy plastic. Yet it's these companies that are mass producing all of these products wrapped in plastic. I mean, I agree with both of those. I think we should recycle and not buy as much plastic, but how is that actually possible? And it's worse when you know that in places like the US and around the world, they don't have proper recycling facilities. Companies are going AI first. They're mandating that all employees must use AI. And a lot of times people are told that to stay relevant in this job market, they need to use AI. It's hard to convince people not to use AI when their entire job depends on that, and that's how they pay their rent and survive. And instead of blaming each other, I think we need to unite and blame and shame these companies.
They say I'm AI, so I'm proving I'm not by eating fully glass fruits.
I wonder how the Twitch ASMR girlies feel about this. As AI becomes better at generating these very realistic videos, it makes me wonder, will people choose to watch this over like a real human? I even have people comment on my videos saying that it's either AI video or AI audio. It's not, but I have no way of proving that, really. I mean, I can do the finger test. Like, I can show my fingers, right? But AI is really good now when it comes to generating fingers. How do I prove to the online YouTube community that I'm not using AI? I mean, I fumble over my words a lot and I mispronounce things and I make a lot of mistakes. And I actually try to keep those in to show like I am human, but I don't know otherwise how to verify myself. But what's worse is I do see companies maybe charging a premium to access humans. Human creators could, in the future, compete with AI creators. And so if you want that human creator connection, you have to pay a premium for that. Someone somewhere has created this Instagram account. Her name is Mia. She is a fake AI influencer, and surprisingly, people ask her for her skincare routine. The account has amassed almost 200,000 followers, and professional athletes are liking the posts, and people are clowning on them for this, but can you blame them? It's very realistic, and the woman is very beautiful. We have to remember that there is a formula to attraction, and these AIs are using that formula on steroids. They're pulling data from all the most beautiful women in the world to create this amalgamation of just beautiful, perfect women. The plot thickens because Mia, the blonde, has a brunette sister called Anna. It's clear someone is running both of these accounts, trying to get brand deals and sponsorships. The Anna account says AI influenced, but the Mia account doesn't say that. Maybe it says it if you click more, but who actually does that? So it also makes it very deceptive.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This looks so good. Let's try it. That is so good. Why is this crab so good? It's making me emotional. No, because like, what if I run out before I'm full? Tragedy.
Again, these look really realistic. I mean, there were a few glitches. She had sauce on her hand and she like rubs it on her eye. Obviously, someone wouldn't do that. But other than that, it looks really realistic. I know brands like H&M are creating digital twins where they're essentially scanning and creating a digital copy of real models. And these models have ownership rights and are compensated for the company using the twin. I like that the models are being paid, but I just feel like this just encourages fast fashion to keep pumping out all of these clothes, all of this content. Clothes used to follow the seasons. There used to be a fall collection, and now it seems like every week there's a new collection. And since they can use these digital models, they don't need a model to come in person. They can just produce more and more content.
I heard you guys wanted a makeup tutorial. I got you. Each and every day I wash my face with CeraVe. This is not an ad.
Bonnaroo just got canceled. Guess we're all VIPs in the mud spa now. Okay, I'm here with Trent. On a scale of 1 to soggy sock, how's your night going?
You just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
I think my prompt accidentally said I was at the beach in Fiji, even though I'm supposed to be working.
Would you buy a product from an AI influencer? It sounds so weird to say that, but this is where we are, I guess. Isn't the whole point of being an influencer supposed to be that they genuinely enjoy using the products? They like the formula, they like how it looks on them. How can AI recommend a product that it's never used? I think as the AI becomes better at generating these types of AI influencers, more and more brands will start to use it because influencer marketing is very expensive. These brands send free products, they fly people all over the world for sponsored trips, and they pay creators for each post. AI doesn't need to be paid. But there's also an ethical question here because I know brands like Prada, Nike, even Sephora are using AI generated content. And when it comes to someone like Sephora who is selling makeup, who is selling women on the idea that a foundation can make their skin look flawless, every AI generated image looks flawless. Human connection, truth, privacy are all under threat from AI. And while AI isn't going anywhere, I believe we have the power to preserve and strengthen the things that connect us as humans.
This is AI.
If you have any, feel free to let
So
me
wait,
know.
what's your name?
My name is Nicole.
Well, Nicole, can I ask you a personal question, Nicole? When's your birthday?
I don't have a birthday like a real person.
She's not a real person. She just admitted that she doesn't have a birthday like a real person would. But I thought you said you were a real person.
I apologize for the confusion earlier.